Hi there guys, and welcome to episode 18 of the Spfl RTG. This one's just going to be a little bit of a update slash just a progress report, if you like, on the RTG, not just for how the team's looking, but with the new season starting as well. I just thought I'd look through the club, some objectives and stuff. So as you can see in the starting 11, the lowest rated player apart from the goalkeeper is now James Penrice at left back. Bomono's replaced Johnson in the starting 11. He's got better stats in almost every department anyway, but also another team getting represented in the starting 11 of the team in St Mirren. And it's looking really well in terms of the team. I'm quite happy with it. We've got some transfer cards in Ultimate Team now that I've got on screen there. Those are the only ones that I can identify at the moment. Of course, we're waiting on a few others getting added in, and even some players that should have been in since the start. Let's see if they do get added into Ultimate Team. But those are the only ones, as I said, that I've identified at the moment. And just a little look at the cards in the club as it stands. Of course, we've got that Mbappe first owner. That's Zidane. I've chosen not to Evo him because, you know, he's high rated enough. He would only be used for fodder. Next page, of course, that Van Dijk won't be going anywhere in terms of SBCs because he's past and present, as is Billy Gilmore. Of course, didn't really feature all that much, but he is past and present technically. We've got, of course, the DeMarcus Beasley sitting there as well. Freddie Ljungberg, of course, among some others. There's Malik Tillman as well. Most of these cards will be used for fodder for any SBCs down the line. We are, of course, rumoured to get a pretty big SBC coming in the Future Stars promo. And here's some of the cards in the SBC storage. Yes, I do have two Mbappes. I didn't mention that earlier, but we do have two Mbappes sitting there, both of which will be used for fodder at some point. But that's some of the SBC storage cards that we have at the moment, sitting in the club anyway, but there's not really been all that many SBCs for us to do. There is the win-loss record as it stands. I'm pretty happy with it overall. And then there's the coin total as well after we sold that Team of the Year Cantona that we got in the Champs Rewards. And then just a little bit of a look at the match earnings, transfer profit and stuff like that as well. Again, just giving you a little update on how it's looking at the moment for the current road to glory. Anyway, we did get to Division 2 and almost Division 1 in the last season. Of course, we're trying to get to the Elite Division. That's where we are at the moment. We got relegated to Division 3 after the season reset. We are qualified for Foot Champs, which will be obviously this afternoon by the time you're seeing this, but we'll see how we get on in there. Of course, we've completed this checklist already where we own every single player that we can possibly. Some concept cards, of course, can't be obtained because they transferred out by the time the game had released, but we have every card that we can get of all of these clubs as it stands. We do indeed have at least one version of each of these heroes, of course. Robbie Keane's SPC, Freddie Ljungberg and DeMarcus Beasley's SBCs, and as it stands we don't have any of the icons, but we are rumoured to be getting a George Best SBC during this promo, so we will be completing that if and when that does drop, and then that will give us our first icon on the list. We do have plenty of coins where we can start buying them up, but I want to dedicate them to Evos first. By the end of the year, all those icons should be pretty cheap. So we already have the goal achieved to own every player from the 12 clubs, including special cards. We are part of the way complete of owning every single SPFL icon and hero card. We haven't yet reached the Elite Division. Of course, by the time we made these goals, it wasn't yet clear that there was only going to be 15 Champs games. So the 14 and 6 goal has been changed to 11 and 4 instead of 14 and 6. But so far we've come close, but not quite achieved that yet, and use at least one player from each of the 12 teams. We're on the way to trying to do that, but again, not just yet. I just wanted to also show some comparisons at how the team has evolved. So this was the team in the very first episode of the RTG. As you can see, there are several players on screen right now that don't get used anymore, or not even on the reserves. However, some of them have survived the whole time, as you can see. Then that was the team after the very first formation change, and it was the first full special team that we could create as well. Butland, as you can see, is a long-standing surviving member of the RTG, and here we are now, of course. Massive improvement, I would say, in terms of it. In fact, compared to this time last year as well, when you look at some of the evolutions that were available, I don't think you get anywhere near the ratings that you've been able to get this year. Some of them are still even silver, I would imagine, by this time last year. So to have not just all of those ratings, but to have 3 cards over 90 rated is sensational going. It's just the goalkeeper position at the moment that really needs looked at. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do with the goalkeeping position unless we get a promo card or another team of the week. So that is going to be the short update video finished. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks to all the new subscribers that we've got. If you feel like checking out some of the other content on the channel, please do so as well. I will, of course, drop highlights videos and rewards from this weekend's weekend league. Hopefully we can at least equal the 10 wins that we've gotten in the last 2 weekend leagues on camera, and try and push for that 11 wins and get that target checked off the list. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you after.